I'm Happiness Guru of the Philippines, and I'm happy to meet the Miracle Man.
I'm happy
How
to
are
meet
you
the Happiness
doing?
Guru of the Philippines. I'm
Alright.
amazing. How are you?
Well, just tell us more about your personality. I'll give you 3 questions right away. Your personality, why Philippines? I think your first time in the Philippines, and can you describe more about Supercharge?
Okay, so you say like personality. I mean, my personality now is very different to how it used to be. I used to be depressed. I used to have lots of illnesses. I used to be overweight. I used to think life sucked. I hated myself. I hated people. I hated life. And through the challenges that I went through, I woke up to the truth about life. And this is what I love teaching people. And the truth about life is, first thing is, we're all a walking miracle. And you know, for us to have eyes that can see, a nose that can smell, a mouth where we can speak, ears that can hear, the whole design of the human body, evolution doesn't just create that. I mean, as human beings, we can design the life that we want to live. Now, behind our design, there is a creator. We are creative beings. We're creating life whether we know it or whether we like it or not. And we can create heaven on earth or we can create hell on earth. We have the choice. And this is what I now get the fortune of going all around the world. We do the events all around the UK. We do them in Europe, in Spain, in Singapore, in Malaysia, in Thailand, in Bali. And the reason why we're here in the Philippines is simply because of my business partners, Wealth Mentors. They're the ones that have brought me to Asia. And they just said, look, Skip, we're out in the Philippines now. We really want to bring your teachings to the Philippines. And it's such an honor to be here. It really is.
When I learned that you are coming in the Philippines, I asked my PR to check your schedule because the advocacy of the Happiness Guru, being the Happiness Guru of the Philippines, and your, I think, advocacy are in line, giving inspiration with the people. And you said most of the people, they don't sometimes feel that every day is a miracle. So I would like to know more about the Supercharge, your convention today.
Yeah. So for me to teach people what I've learned, and when you get in alignment with the truth, because you've heard the saying, only in the truth are we set free, but most of us don't know what the truth is. Most people in life are having stress at some level, and that stress is going to break us down and stop us waking up every day loving life, even if we're going through a certain challenge in those moments, because life is going to give us challenges. But I can't teach people it with words, because most people, their thoughts are screwing their lives up. And what I've learned is that we have a mind that's very powerful, but we also have a body that's very powerful. Now we also have a spirit that is non-physical, is non-visible, and when we get the harmony between the mind, the body and the spirit, then we start to live what I call a supercharged lifestyle. And the event that we're just about to start today, and also we're doing it on the 17th in Cebu, is all about putting people through processes. Because when I put you through, because if I just give you words, you can walk out of here and do nothing with those words. Whereas if I change you, the whole cellular construct, and it might sound weird, but I'm going deeper than a cellular level. We're actually re-encoding people's DNA, which means that if you look at yourself like a computer system, the most phenomenal computer system on the face of the planet, if you've got a virus or a bug in your computer system, what do? You don't carry on working because it doesn't work.
Yes.
Well, most people have got these apps and these computer systems and these programs in their minds and in their bodies that aren't working. So what I help people to do is to get rid of the viruses, to get rid of the bugs, to get rid of the apps that are just clogging things up. And then suddenly they're like, oh my God, this is why I'm living this life. This is my purpose on life. This is what I want to do. And they get excited to live life as the best version of themselves. And it's what I call a supercharged lifestyle.
Going back, you mentioned that you was before depressed. When is the turning moment? When did you start doing this, when you become a miracle man?
Okay, so when, like with our body, there's a simple saying, use it or lose it. Like if I want to have a body that I'm proud of, I can't just think my way to a good body. I have to use the mind to focus first on what I want. I want to have a great body. Not just great where I'm strong, I've got the balance, I've got the flexibility, but internally my body is functioning at optimal levels. So it gives me a good vessel to go through life in, because your body is the only thing, and your mind is the only thing that's with you from the day you're born until the day you pass. But if you don't learn how to activate it, it gets weak, then we get negative thoughts, then we start to be a part of the problem. Whereas when you get your body activated, you get your mind activated, then as the problem rises, you realize that the solution is rising at the same time, and you focus on the solution and you become part of the solution in all areas of your life, in your personal life, in your business life, with your family, with every area of life that you connect to. You take you with like life behind you. It's almost like you have an army behind you pushing you into your greatness. And then motivation, you don't even need to be motivated. Let me give you an example. Do you need to be motivated to go and do a workout?
Yes, I do.
So, most adults do. You're not alone.
Yes.
Now, if I ask the same question to children of 4 or 5 years old, and I say to the kids, hey, do you want to be motivated? Do you need to be motivated to go and play in a playground, to climb, to jump, to crawl, to buddy up with other kids? What do they say? No. They look at me like, what a stupid question. So what's happened? We've gone from living on instinct, from living with a gut feeling, and that gut feeling is your inner GPS, it's your navigation system. But we've gone from listening to this to go and to letting go of this to living up in the mind, and this is where all the problems start. And this is where, if we live in the mind, we're not living with all of what we are. We need to live with the mind, the body, and the spirit in harmony all the time. Anytime we live in one more than the other, there's a discord, there's an imbalance. So this is what I get to teach people at this event, and I hope you're going to come and go through it, because this is not about dumping more information in people's minds, because we can find all the information we want nowadays with the internet, but we're drowning in this information, and what we're really starving of is wisdom.
I'm very much interested. I will be attending your session today. I'm just curious about the fruits and everything here. This is
You will find out.
Right,
you will
I'll
find out.
later.
There's a reason, because most of us are eating food that's draining the body of energy. Most of us are having thoughts and emotions. We're in relationships. We've got jobs we don't want, and we suddenly we wake up and we're like, what is this life I'm in? This is not the life I want to be living. And it's because things on the inside aren't serving them. So what I help people to do is we create brand new neurological pathways in the brain, so that on instinct you start to do the right thing without even thinking about it. And let me give you an example with instinct. Let's say that I'm walking down the street. I've got some headphones on and I'm listening to the music, and all of a sudden I have the awareness that a car is coming to run me over. You know, I've walked in the wrong way, or a car's come off the road, and before I have a single thought, bam, instinct moves me out the way before I have a thought. So what makes children move their bodies in fun ways without thinking about it? Their instinct. Why? Because when we move our bodies in fun ways, endorphins get released from the brain, and it's a chemical that our creator gave us that says, move your body in fun ways, I'll make you feel good. Whereas we've lost the spiritual connection, we've lost the connection to the truth. And at this event today, and at the 17th in Cebu, people are going to get connected to themselves in their body in ways that they haven't felt in a long time, to their mind in ways that they haven't felt for a long time, and also the spiritual connection to our creator that they haven't felt for a long time as well. And when you give that to people, they just get to live a supercharged life, and it's the best gift that I have to offer.
That's amazing.
It is. It's awesome.
Amazing. I just want to ask a message for our Filipino here, because right now there is so much negativity happening in our country. But of course, there's also a lot of good positivity going on.
Say, you're not alone. Look at what our government has just done to us. Our money in England has just dropped.
Yes.
It's the same all
Everywhere.
around the world.
Yes.
It really is.
But our actually purpose now in Happiness Guru is actually to spread more positivity now because of this what's happening in Mindanao, in the hotel. So I just want to ask message for us, for Filipinos. inspirational message for us?
Well, very simple. Nothing in life means anything until we pin a meaning on it. Two people can have the same experience, exactly the same experience. One person can be empowered and the other person can be disempowered. How come? They're both pinning different meanings on the same situation. So just because we know that there's craziness in this outside world, there's always going to be craziness in this outside world until we have a consciousness change. So, for us to be more conscious, what we have to learn how to do is to pin meanings on situations that serve us. So even though we know that a lot of people are being sucked in by the news.
Okay.
The news is depressing. You read a newspaper, it's telling you about all the problems that's going on. You look at a news channel, it's telling you about all the problems. Stop watching the news. Stop reading the news. Why? Because that negativity is getting inside of you. So what happens is, in this outside world, it makes it really hard for people to feel good the way it's set up. Whereas at my events, we make it really easy for people to feel good and really hard for them to feel bad. And when they start to realize that, oh my God, the answers are actually inside of me, but they're dormant. The only way that we can access those answers inside of people is we have to activate the body, the mind, and the spirit on a daily basis. Now, what I'd like to offer your followers is, if they want to go to either our Facebook group or our YouTube channel, it's just under Skip Archimedes. I'm giving loads of free videos away. And if anyone has a chance to come to Cebu on the 17th, all they've got to do is go to superchargeyourlifeasia.com. And this is my gift to them. We're giving it away. We're giving it free of charge. All they have to do is commit their time. They have to show up wanting to live a supercharged lifestyle.
All right. Skip, this is my final question. Actually, it's not a question. It's more on, I always ask this in my show. When is your happiest moment?
Now.
Now.
Right now.
Every moment.
Every moment.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Because all we have in life is the now. That's it. If I'm waiting for a moment to be happy, if I'm waiting for the money to come in to be happy, if I'm waiting to have the body I want to live in to be happy, if I'm waiting for that ideal relationship where I can be head over heels crazy in love, I'm waiting. I don't want to wait to feel good. And this is what people don't understand. They think, oh, when I've got the money, when I've got the houses, when I've got the helicopters and the planes and the holidays and the lifestyle, then and the relationships, then I'll be happy. It's the other way around. When we learn how to be happy for no reason, we can be empowered just because we are us. And one of the first things that I teach people to do is to fall back in love with yourself. Too many of us are judging ourselves. Oh, I don't like this about me. I don't like that. I don't like this. And this judgment mechanism really gets momentum going. Whereas as soon as you stop that and you become like a child again, and you look at life through the innocent eyes that children do, and you become more playful, you have more natural joy, you have more natural love, then suddenly everything you're looking at changes. Because when you change the way you're looking at things, the things you're looking at change. And we have to be the change. We've got to be hungry to change, otherwise we're never going to wake up to the fullness of who we are in this game of life.
Thank you, Skip.
Thank you.
I am very happy because I always put in my status on Facebook that every day is the happiest day. All right.
Every moment
is the happiest
Perfect.
moment.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right. I'll be attending your show, so I'm very excited. I'm looking forward for that. Sir, to all the happiness, I'm inviting everyone. He has a show this coming at Cebu, correct?
Yeah, Cebu.
Okay. Coming the 17th of the month of June.
Yeah.
And please follow the Miracle Man, the Supercharge. You will enjoy and you will be happy like Happiness Guru.
And they just
Thank you so much.
Supercharge your life. superchargeyourlifeasia.com and come to the event. It will be one of the best days of your life. That I promise you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'll be attending your show.
Amazing.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.